In today's video, we're talking about a political bombshell that could reshape the future of U.S. immigration policy. We're talking about who else but Donald Trump, the leading candidate to win the Republican nomination and a strong contender for the presidency in 2024 election. He said if he wins, he will bring back a much stronger version of the Muslim ban. If you don't know me, my name's Joshua Goldstein. I'm an immigration lawyer here in Los Angeles. I help people across the country and around the world reach their immigration goals. I founded this channel, Immigration Station, just for people like you, people who want to reach their immigration goals. And one of the things that I try to avoid on this channel and when I speak to clients is talking about politics. I don't have a lot of insight into politics. If you ask me who's going to win the next presidential election, I don't know. I'm an expert on certain immigration issues, many immigration issues. It's impossible to avoid thinking about politics because it's so entwined with immigration. There's no issue that's more political than when it comes to the Muslim ban. Trump announced the return of the Muslim ban in Iowa, and he said, and I quote, "The travel ban is making a comeback bigger and stronger." What do we think that's going to mean, to be bigger and stronger? Well, it probably will include more countries. So any country with a majority Muslim population could be subject to this ban. What does it mean to have a stronger ban? It's hard to say, but I think that we can understand that he will make it even more difficult for people from these countries to get visas to the United States. Possibly, it'll be even impossible to get a visa from the United States. Maybe the consular offices will not continue to function. So you have to consider that as well. When you look at this extreme statement that he's going to bring back a bigger and stronger version of the Muslim ban, it's easy to dismiss this as political rhetoric and say, oh, well, that's just campaign talk. He's talking to voters who would find this appealing, and so we can't take this seriously. But that was the reaction that I had during the 2016 election. When Trump said he wanted to ban immigration from Muslim countries, I looked at that and I thought, that's absurd. That's clearly unconstitutional. You cannot profile someone based on their country of origin. That's discrimination, and that is just as un-American as anything else. We're all treated equally under the law. The Supreme Court would never allow a ban of people based on their country of origin or their religion. That's absurd. But I was wrong. I was naive to think that, because once Trump did become president, that's precisely what he did. Now, there were a couple versions of the Muslim ban that went before the Supreme Court that were struck down, but eventually he got one in place that passed constitutional muster. That's exactly what he plans to do here. Now, he and his administration have learned from the last time around what the contours of a permissible Muslim ban would be, so that he knows what to include. Last time he threw in a country like Venezuela so that it wouldn't appear that it was strictly targeting one particular religious group, and that could be the same this time around. Next time around, he could ban visas also from North Korea or from Iran. Who knows? All he's trying to do is get it to seem like on paper that it's not discriminatory. But of course, we all know that it is. This has political implications because there are a lot of Muslims who support the GOP for other reasons. And it's difficult for the Republicans to win votes from conservative Muslims at the same time that they're saying they're going to bring in a ban of immigration from Muslim countries. It could hurt them politically in certain areas. Another thing that we need to know, what would happen if a candidate other than Trump were to win? What if Ron DeSantis becomes president in 2024? Would he impose such a ban? Would he try to discriminate against people from their country of origin, as Trump has said he would? We don't know. We can expect more of the same from other Republicans because these ideas are incredibly popular among the Republican base, but it's something to be aware of. Now, the question that you have to ask yourself is, what are you going to do about this? Obviously, if you are going through the immigration process now and your loved ones are in a majority Muslim country, you should know that if Trump or a Republican wins in January of 2025, they will take office and they could begin to implement such a plan. And this could have major implications and possibly even prevent you from being able to get a visa from one of these countries. What you can do is take action now. Take action. Start your application process, follow up diligently, push things forward, do everything you can, move heaven and earth to get your immigration case processed before the next president of the United States is inaugurated in January 25. If your immigration case is delayed or unreasonably delayed, then you have to ask yourself what you can do about it. And that's where I can come in. Me and my team are experts at resolving immigration cases that are delayed. And we do that by filing a writ of mandamus lawsuit. That's the tool that we use to challenge the ongoing protracted limbo that seems to affect applications for visas in countries of Muslim origin, where they're majority Muslim population. If you or someone you know has an immigration case that's delayed and they're sick and tired of waiting, then what I want you to do is share or watch this next video right here.